We're the noisy neighbors.
Hey guys, so we're gonna go on a road trip today. We don't really know where we're gonna end up, but we're going that way. We just kind of got together and we were like, let's just go do something. So we're just gonna drive that way. If we get real froggy, we might end up in Texas and maybe surprise visit my mom and just give her a hug and kiss. And but yeah, probably just look at old cars, find some food to eat. Just make a day out of a cloudy day here.
Road trip.
Let's do it.
Wait, you're driving.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I got some candy too. Y'all wanna go? Y'all can go on too. I was saying in advance, I'm sorry for not turning the mic on last week. That was all my fault.
Oh, when we were reviewing the
We were cooking food.
my attempt at quesadillas, which they're good plain. Yeah, not bad for a Peoria guy.
I'd eat them right now if we had some.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Hey guys, how's everybody going?
We are home and we are worn out, but we had an exciting day yesterday. We can recap it a little bit. When we left here?
We met up around 10:30. Ran to town, had to hit the bank, go to get some food, and then we left out of town about noon.
Yeah. Alright, we just hit the bank. Now where are we going?
I gotta stop and get gas.
Oh yeah.
My stepdad offered to let me borrow a compactor for the ground. It's like a ground compactor, and I wasn't 100% certain that I wanted to borrow it, but I wanted to go look at it, and so we just made a run at it and took off to Texas.
Yeah. I knew there were cars along the way that you wanted to gawk at, and we got a little bit of footage of that.
Yeah.
And our pit stops. just made our first pit stop. Where are we at? Oklahoma at Easy Mart.
Sunkissed water.
Let's do that again.
Got my Sunkissed water.
Yeah. That'll work. And going down the road, feeling bad.
Going down the road, feeling bad. Going down the road, feeling bad. Yeah, yeah. Don't wanna kill
I've got a project that I'm working on that I need to find green doors and fenders for because the other ones are rusted out, but we're not trying to paint the truck. We want to kind of leave it original, so we're trying to find some matching doors, which is kind of a needle in a haystack, but looking at old cars is not a bad day for me, so I don't mind looking for some.
And by leaving it original, you're talking about the patina of the car. And what is that?
You can only have original paint one time. You can't original paint something again, you know? So it's becoming more and more popular to just leave the original paint alone versus scrubbing everything down and repainting it. So it's called patina, the weathering of the paint, you know, of the vehicle. And you can't recreate it. And it's only one time, you know. That paint job was 40 years old. It took 40 years to make that paint job, and you can't just redo it.
So some people prefer the original patina than a freshly painted sparkling paint job.
To each their own, but the patina is becoming a lot more popular, and people are starting to respect the people just leaving it alone like it's always been, you know.
Yeah.
So
that car's 50 years old and it should look it.
yeah.
just like your song. It's the same, it's the emotion that I get from you. Got the kind of love that is so true, yeah. Give me your heart, make it real. Oh, let's forget about it.
Oh yeah.
We're not in Texas yet, are we? No, we're not in Texas yet. We can go gambling. What do you think about that? You want to go gambling?
I don't have any money. I spent it all on vehicles.
Yeah, I ain't got any money either. But yeah, Choctaw. And it kind of looks lonely out here in the middle of nowhere, but that's how they do it. Oh yeah, look at that giant crane. That thing's huge. You don't see those every day. Unless you're in Chicago living. Yeah, I saw those every day in Chicago. But not out in the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma. You want to go to Texas?
Yeah, we should just keep going to Texas, man.
All right, we're going to Texas.
Go see my ma.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Follow the Jeep, whatever that is.
I'd rather be driving my Corvette.
Yeah. Well, then drive your Corvette.
He's acting
Who's
like
stopping
he is.
you?
Goodness.
Nobody's stopping you from driving your Corvette. Pit stop number 2. Gas station, filled up.
Got some gummy snakes. And we're in Texas now.
Yeah, we are. I'm not a Texas. Yeah, I had been once driving through, coming home from California, and then the next time I went was we came down here with you.
Yep.
So this is only my 3rd time in Texas. So what are we doing in Texas?
Well,
eating gummy bears?
Gummy snakes.
Gummy snakes.
So next week I have 3 days off in a row, and the reason why is because I had like a sick day or something that I have to use by the end of the month or else I lose it. So my boss, he gave me 3 days off next week, and I was wanting to come and see my mom next week, but I didn't want to. I needed 3 days off at home to get some stuff done, so I talked Jeff into if he would come with me, just make a day out of this, come see my mom, and yeah, and then that way next week I could just put my nose to the grindstone. So,
and maybe help me out a little bit on one of those days.
Yep. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll get good weather, but either way I won't have to leave my house for 3 days, and that'll be wonderful.
Cool. And we're taking my car because he doesn't have a Dodge.
So we're coming up on the Texas Motor Speedway. And if you look over there, that big black screen to your right there. It doesn't look very big on the camera. But that's actually the biggest TV in the world at Texas Motor Speedway. And the biggest indoor TV is at Dallas Cowboy Stadium. I believe at the time they were anyway. They might have been broken by now. But
Yeah.
Texas Motor Speedway.
Hey, you can get a close-up view of a bunch of people turning left all day long.
There's Buc-ee's right there. That's pretty popular. Little beaver head.
Lucky Beaver? Is that like a gas station?
It's like the gas station, yeah.
Rest stop, whatever they call it. Truck stop?
Yeah. There's no trucks actually, but yeah.
No trucks.
It's like a truck stop for cars.
Alright.
If we had more time.
Yeah, it's like Alfred Hitchcock movie with the birds over
If
here.
I was in my truck, I'd be revving the engine, make them all fly away.
6 hours later, you happy we made the trip?
Yeah, we made it to Mom's. She doesn't even know I'm here. I'm about to go surprise her. And then, I guess we're just going to turn around and head back. Everything's kind of closed now, so. Anyway, it was worth it.
But so we timed that right. The busiest part might have been gone.
Yeah.
Cool. Then we got there and went to visit your mom really quick.
Yeah. I went and seen my mom and talked to my stepdad about the compactor and stuff. And we pretty much, I didn't know how big it was. That's why I didn't know if it was coming home with us or not. But I wanted to at least look at it and see if it was a potential for me compacting some ground at my house before I lay rock down. And turns out it fit in the back of Jeff's truck, so we just went ahead and grabbed it while we were there.
Yeah, and you tried it out a little bit while you were there and learned a little bit about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of loud.
So anyway, I just kind of ran around afterwards, and we seen a couple of my buddies and stuff. I just had to say hi to some people while I was in town, and then we headed back. And obviously, the way home was less eventful. We couldn't film as much, and
Dark, the whole, yeah.
yeah. So we just pretty much jammed out music and just conjured up some more.
I played DJ for most of the way home. I tried to anyway. 12 hours in a car, I run out of tunes in my head. And then I got tired, and then I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember this song. I mixed some good ones in there though.
Yeah, there was some good music. We didn't eat great yesterday. We were just kind of on the move, so we just had fast food. We
missed Whataburger.
Man, it's so frustrating. 24-hour sign on the window, and they're closed at 11:30 when we pull up.
Well, everything can't go perfectly on a road trip of 14 hours.
16.
16-hour road trip. You can't all go perfectly. But I was looking forward to that Whataburger. I've only had Whataburger one other time, and that was the last time I went down to Texas with you.
Which was also just on a whim. We just went on
Yeah,
a whim.
yeah, last minute put together.
Yeah.
Give it up and go.
I don't know if I said already in the video, but next week I had to take a extra day off work. I had like a vacation day that I had to spend. So the boss gave me 3 days off next week. So I was planning on going to Texas next week. And now that I've got 3 days off, I wanted to stay home and get some stuff done. So that's why it was kind of spur of the last minute, you know, hey, do you want to go? And Jeff offered, so we just jumped in the truck and
opportunity comes up, you jump and go with the flow. It was a good day. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
I won't be doing that anytime soon, but we'll do that again.
I don't know if you guys feel this way.
It'll be easier when I'm living here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be getting into all kinds of hijinks.
I forgot.
We didn't hit up the restaurant with your favorite quesadillas and fajitas, so
Yeah.
that can be another trip.
We were expecting to be.
I gotta learn something, see how the pros do it.
We were expecting to be in town a little sooner, but we kind of just left late, so.
Yeah, when Whataburger was a disappointment for us, we hit McDonald's. It was McDonald's or Jack in the Box, and I didn't have a good experience with Jack in the Box like 15 years ago in Sacramento, California. So we hit up McDonald's, and the dude gave us a full bag of fresh fries. He's like, oh, he said, I thought there were more cars behind you, so I cooked a full batch. You want some extra fries? And we're like, okay,
Sure.
extra fries. We get in the car, and there's 2 bags, and I'm like, we didn't order this much food. And I opened the bag, and there were like 6 large fries in there. Oh, that was hysterical. That was like at midnight, I think.
We didn't even make a dent in them at all.
No, they're
we
still
probably
out
didn't even
there.
finish one large. Yeah.
I'll leave them for the birds out back.
Thanks for tagging along, man. Thanks for letting us take your truck. We took it for gas mileage, obviously.
Yeah. He doesn't have a Dodge. So I told you yesterday we had to take mine because he doesn't have a Dodge.
Don't tempt me.
That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly. You had a Dodge briefly that turned into a VW bus.
And then I have a Dodge product and a Plymouth Cuda.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
engine's
No,
not
not the same thing, but kind of. How did that all work back then? Did they share engines and
Oh yeah.
frames and just slap a new name on it?
Well, they would they would basically it would be a company that would tag along with Dodge to help promote, and then still do it today, Jeep, Chrysler, kind of
Yeah.
thing, Chevy, GMC.
Same car, different, a little bit different with a different name on it.
Yep. It was a beautiful drive. Western.
On the way there, couldn't see nothing on the way home. I'm blind after dark. But yeah, beautiful drive.
Western Arkansas, Eastern Oklahoma is really beautiful.
The Ouachitas. I think it's kind of flat in Texas.
I think Jeff got a shot of the lake. That's Sardis Lake, Sardis Lake. I don't know if I was pronouncing it correctly, but that's how to spell it. And it's in Oklahoma. It's a really beautiful lake. It's just a bowl of mountains, and it's really, really pretty. It wasn't exactly the best view yesterday, but it's a really, really pretty lake. So we're driving along, and I see
You can't catch everything on film. So
Yeah.
this is a case of it happened, but we didn't catch it on video. But it's a cool story.
Yeah.
I wasn't quick enough with the camera.
Well, we were just kind of like,
Drew was
what is it?
driving.
What is it?
And what did you saw it first? Did you see the smoke?
Yeah, I just seen barreling black smoke, and I didn't know what it was. Obviously, there was a lot of trees and stuff, so I was expecting to just come around the corner and they had a burn pit or maybe burning some tires or something. So didn't tell Jeff to get the camera ready, but we round the corner and it's a full-size John Deere tractor, and it's completely engulfed in flames.
Like 12 feet tall flames bursting over the top of this tractor.
I mean, all of it was on fire. Even the bucket was on fire. I mean, it was all on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get it on video. I feel terrible for those guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully they had some insurance and stuff. Maybe at least farm insurance or something.
And I saw two guys standing there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were driving by.
Yeah, they were just both standing there, just like, dang.
It's
man.
tempting to stop, but then
There's nothing we could do.
Yeah.
And I said, you should film that, and he just kind of, We didn't want to take advantage of someone else's terrible day, you know, like that. So if we would have been filming, but we weren't gonna.
We would have had to have stopped
sit in our
to
driveway.
film it, because by the time the camera got out and on,
and
we would have had to have stopped.
Yeah, it was just a little place where you could even view from. So we would have had to park in their driveway, and that would have not been cool. So
yeah.
we just kept on rolling, but hopefully those guys will. Hopefully no.
But I've never seen anything like that. That was just a huge amount of fire.
Yeah. They obviously got off safe. They were standing there watching it, so luckily nobody got hurt, I would guess.
Drew stopped and took a leak in the middle of the road.
He's like, there's a driveway. Okay. There's nobody out here sometimes, you know.
Which, I'd stopped and took a leak in the middle of a parking lot.
I could see for like half a mile either way. If anybody was coming out, I could have just put it into it and got back in the truck, but when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, I understand that. Alright, so then we rolled in here at exactly 4 a.m. That's exactly what the time was on the clock in the truck.
Yeah, 4 o'clock on the dot. We didn't even get our stuff out of the car. We just left the trash and everything. We just got out and went inside.
Well, you helped me build a fire, and while you were building the fire in the wood stove, I was getting my futon and air mattress and sleeping bag ready. And then crash.
Yeah. Yeah, the wood fire, we didn't really film, we were wore out, guys, but he had some logs and stuff in here, but not any small wood, so Jeff went and collected some small wood, and I collected a little bit and got the fire going.
Yeah, there's a pile of brush back there. I just grabbed a couple handfuls, broke it off the limbs. That's good enough to get the fire started.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Probably next week. I'm off 3 days. I'm sure one of those days will be meet up with Jeff, and definitely a lot of work on the trucks for me coming up. So
yeah, and I'm in the process of moving slowly but surely. Then once I'm here, we've got a lot more opportunities for all kinds of hijinks, and you all will be along for the ride. Thanks for subscribing. We're growing. We're almost halfway to the watch hours.
Nice.
We're getting close to 2,000 watch hours, so yeah, that'll be good for us.
If you can suffer through it, watch this video again, and that would help us out a lot.
Yeah.
That would be cool, huh?
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Love y'all.